The Great News Podcast is brought to you by Podcast Hero. Head on over to podcasthero.com, learn the 4 Ps of podcasting, and start your own show. Tired of all the doom and gloom news from mainstream media? You'll get none of that here. Instead, you'll find inspiring stories and developments that are making the world a better place. Today, on the Great News Podcast, a new genetic discovery leads to breakthrough in lung cancer treatment. Having trouble falling asleep at night? Research sheds some light on the problem. Ultralight fabric solar cell can turn any surface into a power source. A breakthrough medical procedure can eliminate prostate cancer in just 1 hour. And a new blood test identifies over 50 types of cancer in a breakthrough in early cancer detection. All that up next. And remember, if you like the Great News Podcast, then you'll love the Great Newsletter. Head on over to greatnewspodcast.com and subscribe to the Great Newsletter, because the Great News Podcast may be great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. A new genetic discovery leads to breakthrough in lung cancer treatment. The research conducted by Edith Cowan University has made a critical breakthrough in the treatment of non-small cell lung cancer. The team examined the human leukocyte antigens, HLAs, of 179 non-small cell lung cancer patients and found a strong link between the genetic makeup of the HLAs and whether the patient was likely to develop side effects from immunotherapy. This discovery could have major implications for treatment, as it will allow doctors to better tailor therapies to specific individual patients, potentially reducing side effects. It could also mean that more people are able to benefit from immunotherapy, as it could be used more safely in those who are at higher risk of adverse reactions. This discovery is a major step forward in the battle against this deadly form of cancer and could save countless lives. Having difficulty falling asleep at night? Research results shed some light on the problem. If you struggle to fall asleep at night, you've probably been told a whole bunch of different things that you can do to maybe solve the problem. The usual recommendations when it comes to falling asleep is improve your sleep environment, create a bedtime routine, avoid caffeine or nicotine, don't drink alcohol before going to bed, don't eat too close to bedtime, get regular exercise, manage stress, practice relaxation and meditation techniques. Make sure that it's not a medical reason, so consult a doctor. Try cognitive behavioral therapy. Keep a sleep diary. Look into supplements that may help. All of these recommendations for better sleep help. But a new study from the University of Washington puts a spotlight on another surprising reason for not being able to fall asleep. The research measured the sleep patterns of students at the University of Washington and found that they tended to go to bed later in the evening and wake up later in the morning during winter, when daylight hours on the University of Washington Seattle campus are limited and the skies are overcast. The study used wrist monitors to measure sleep patterns and light exposure for 507 University of Washington graduate students from 2015 to 2018. It showed that in winter, students received less light exposure during the day. Other research has indicated that getting insufficient light during the day leads to problems at night when it's time for bed. Senior author Horatio de L'Inglesia, a University of Washington biology professor, explains that our bodies have a natural circadian clock that tells us when to go to sleep at night. If you do not get enough exposure to light during the day when the sun is out, that delays your clock and pushes back the onset of sleep at night. So, if you can't sleep at night, maybe you just need to get a little bit extra daytime light. It's worth a try. Ultralight fabric solar cell can turn any surface into a power source. MIT researchers have developed an ultralight fabric solar cell that can quickly and easily turn any surface into a power source. This paper-thin, ultra-lightweight device is made of semiconducting inks and is 1/100th the weight of conventional solar panels. It can generate 18 times more power per kilogram than traditional solar cells and can be easily integrated into built environments with minimal installation needs. With their flexibility, durability, and efficiency, these solar fabrics could revolutionize the way we harness renewable energy from the sun. Quote, "The metrics used to evaluate a new solar cell technology are typically limited to their power conversion efficiency and their cost in dollars per watt. Just as important is integratability, the ease with which the new technology can be adapted. The lightweight solar fabrics enable integratability, providing impetus for the current work. We strive to accelerate solar adoption, given the present urgent need to deploy new carbon-free sources of energy." Unquote. Vladimir Beloved. Breakthrough medical procedure can eliminate prostate cancer in 1 hour. This could be a game-changing prostate cancer treatment. Doctors in the United Kingdom are hopeful that thousands of men with prostate cancer can be cured through a new and innovative hour-long operation. The 1-hour nanoknife operation utilizes electrical currents to destroy difficult-to-reach tumors, which is far less invasive than standard treatments with fewer risks to surrounding organs and tissues. The NHS has already carried out 6 procedures. Prostate cancer is one of the most common types of cancer in men. According to recent data, it accounts for 14% of all cancer deaths in males in the United Kingdom and is uncommon in men younger than 45 years. It may initially cause no symptoms, but in later stages it can cause urinary problems or pain in the lower back and hips. Treatments such as radical prostatectomy or radiation therapy can be used to treat prostate cancer. Yet, it may also cause side effects such as erectile dysfunction, falls, fractures, seizures, heart disease, and other complications. In order to reduce these side effects and improve outcomes, doctors are working to develop treatments that target cancer cells with greater specificity, and the new nanoknife might just be the ticket. The nanoknife works by administering quick electrical pulses using electrodes around the tumor to kill the cancerous cells. These short pulses can be targeted to the right area, and surrounding healthy cells are left untouched and preserved. Natalia Narori, the knowledge manager at Prostate Cancer UK, has said that the therapy could make a big difference to the quality of life of men diagnosed with localized prostate cancer. The UCLH team has stated that nanoknife now needs to be tested in larger trials in order to see whether it is as effective as traditional treatments. All the details are in the show notes, and a video is included so you can see exactly how it works at greatnewspodcast.com. And finally, a new blood test identifies over 50 types of cancer and a breakthrough in early cancer detection. One of the most important things for cancer treatment is early detection. The earlier the cancer is detected, the better the outcome. A simple blood test can now detect more than 50 types of cancer, making it a promising tool for early detection and treatment. The test, developed by California-based biotech company Grail Incorporated, uses genomic sequencing technology to detect methylation or chemical changes in the DNA that control gene expression. The test is an advanced first-of-its-kind diagnostic early cancer detection test. It is designed to detect signs of more than 50 types of cancer through a simple blood draw. The test looks for a signal shared across multiple cancer types, which enables early detection and improved health outcomes. Updated data suggests the diagnostic is highly accurate and has the potential to make multiple cancer screenings clinically and economically viable. The test costs $949 and has a limited insurance coverage. It includes the Gallery test, which is the name of the cancer test, as well as the blood draw services. Critics worry that the cost of annual screening for everyone over 50 may be too expensive. However, with the Grail test, early detection of cancer can make treatment more cost-effective because in the long run, late-stage cancer treatment is costly and not nearly as successful. And that's going to do it for another episode of the Great News Podcast. Remember, if you like the Great News Podcast, you'll love the Great Newsletter. Head on over to greatnewspodcast.com and subscribe to the Great Newsletter, because the Great News Podcast may be great, but the Great Newsletter is greater. And I'll see you again in the next episode.
Podcasthero.com